Live and direct. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, let's go. Neely.
Yo!
Now. Hey, we'll get right into it. We're live right now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything else. Anything y'all can find us on. The Pregame Network, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely. Got a lot of news to talk about.
Fans.
OF going, pop it off. Let us know where you're checking in from when you come up in here. City, state, in the chat. We're live for the thousands in attendance and the millions listening from around the world.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know.
Your ass better call somebody. Y'all check.
If you're not watching us live and if you don't participate in the chat, we might have 2 words for you too.
We'd give them the 2 words at the end of the show.
Right. Y'all put what y'all think those 2 words are in the chat right now. NYC checking in. LeBron James and Luka, baby. Yes, we got to talk about that. The Lakers, my Lakers. Give me a couple horns of my Lakers out there. Uncle Neely, you hear the sound man checking in? Just to make sure.
The sound man is sound tonight. He's doing his damn thing. We ain't but 1 minute and 55 seconds in, and the sound man has done a better job in under 2 minutes than he's done in 2 weeks.
Well, that's what it is. So what we're going to do, we're going to kick it off with the best damn theme music, intro music in the YouTube universe. Shout out to our guy Moses, and then we're gonna get right back into the show. We got Luka and the Lakers. We got more trades coming up. Coach Prime, Colorado Buffaloes, and everything else we cover. Y'all get it in the chat. We got Q&A at the end of the show for the coach and everything else. Y'all know what it is, baby. Uncle Chico live.
I ain't even gonna let the beat drop. They hear that sound, they know what time it is. Yes, sir. Uncle Chico, Sunday Night Live.
Get in the chat right now.
It's another Sunday night.
Another what?
It's another Sunday night.
All right.
Another Sunday night live with Uncle and Big Dog Chico.
Live and direct.
Another one.
With everybody in the chat.
Baby. That's another one.
Another Sunday night live with Uncle and Big Dog.
I don't think we get no code.
Big Dog. With Uncle and Big Dog.
That's like the Killer
So
Cow.
get ready for it.
Killer Porter, Miss Jobs in the building. Shirley Kimball. Appreciate you, Mama T, for the super chat already.
Another Sunday night live. Uncle and Big Dog Chico.
Already, Mama Tia checking in with the super chat early on us, man. Appreciate you.
Said, what was that damn 3-second clip early? Y'all teasing me. Stop playing.
We had a trailer at the beginning of the show. If you guys checked in early, we appreciate you checking in. Make sure y'all put y'all city state in the chat once again. Make sure y'all hit up Uncle Neely beard oil at facebyjazz.com and get you some. Shout out to everybody who rock with us, all our sponsors and everybody who do business with us. Let me make sure I put that up there so they can see it, Uncle Neely, and they can know where to go. That is facebyjazz.com for Uncle Neely's beard oil.
That's right. Even working in your hair. Big Dog Chico done put it in his hair before, so it don't matter where you put it. It's going to make it nice and soft.
Nice and smooth and okay. Oh, my. Goonsville Clothing in the building. Oh, now use code Uncle Chico 2025 for 10% off at checkout. Tell them we sent you. And during this show, if y'all go to the website right now during this show, they have a special going right now, only during our live streams, where you can get maybe a hat or a beanie for a flat rate. Make sure y'all tune in and check that out. Oh, now the Beats did it. He did those beats that you hear at the beginning of the show. LawsWhiskeyHouse.com. Use code BuffsPregame10 for 10% off at checkout. That's our code, Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Chico. You can go there and use that right now. Also, MDJOriginal.com, MDJ MDJ10 for 10% off at checkout.
Yeah.
We got a lot of these codes, man. We need everybody to continue to use, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, I guess we got to get right into the big news, man.
What's
And
that? What happened? What I missed?
The NBA trades. You know, the trade deadline coming up February 6th, and you have Luka Doncic already been traded to the LA Lakers for Anthony Davis and a couple other guys. I think they got Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris, who also played for the Lakers back in the day when they won the championship. And you sending over the young guy Max Christie and the first round pick to the Dallas Mavericks. Out of those two teams, who won that trade right now, or is that yet to be seen?
Oh no, it's not yet to be seen. The Lakers won that trade. Lakers won that trade. You know, the best indicator of future performance is past performance. Anthony Davis, aka Mr. Glass, been loving him since Kentucky, but is frail. Was frail in New Orleans.
Glass.
You know Mr. Glass from the movies, Unbreakable.
Man.
And so, as injury prone as he is, with the number of years he's already been in the league, I would have to say that with Luka being 24, 25 years old, I don't think he's 26.
Yeah, I think he turns 26 at the end of this month.
So he got another 10 years plus he can play. Hasn't had a significant injury in those years. So I think the Lakers got them, the heir apparent to the throne. Another iconic player on the team, who will be there after LeBron James sits down. So I think that is pretty clear to me that in the immediate sense, the Lakers won that trade. But I would tell you what it also says, Chico. You ever see that bad chick and she's single? No matter how bad she is, there's a man somewhere that's tired of her shit. And I just think Dallas is tired of Luka's shit, man.
Oh,
like,
you ain't lying.
and let me tell you this: I don't know what it is, but it's something. Because here's the only way you make that trade: if you're Dallas Mavericks, you got to love that man, or you got to hate that man. And let me deal with the love side first. I love Dallas, man. Dallas, Texas, second home. Big Cowboys fan. Used to work in Dallas quite often with a sports agency. But Dallas ain't LA. Not when it comes to a sports market. Not when it comes to professional basketball. Don't let what Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have built as that valuable franchise make you think that's the deal citywide out there. So when you talk about being able to play in La La Land, being able to play in Southern California, be able to play, with Kareem and Magic and Kobe played and Shaq played, being able to play in LA is just a different thing. So to let a guy go there, you got to love him and just recognize, man, that's where you need to be. Like the Beverly Hillbillies. Hey, Jed, move away from here. Or you got to hate that man and you just damn tired of him and you don't even care what you got out the deal. You just want him gone, whether that is work ethic and you blaming him for poor playoff performance. I don't even want to get into speculation of what it is, but I'm telling you, Chico, you make that trade because you love him or you hate him. It's a strong emotion one way or the other because the Lakers got better. You can't say that the Mavericks did. If nothing else, they stayed the same.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I thought you was gonna say something totally different, but I will say this. And let's go step back a little bit. When we first heard about the trade, I heard about it from you because it came.
Yeah, you tried to tell me it wasn't true.
I was like, "What? Oh man, that can't be true." I said the Mavs wouldn't do that. Why would they do that?
They did it.
Stephen A. Smith said it like you just said in so many words. The Mavs know Luka Doncic is the best, and they wouldn't be trading him if they don't know something that maybe we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And also, I would look at it from this standpoint because I think the Mavs are primed and ready now. Although they went to the finals last year, I think they're more set up to go to the finals this year and next year now with Anthony Davis. They're playing the 4 position where he wants to play at, where he'll be happy to play at. You got 2 bigs with Likely and I forget the other big name. I'm sorry, it's leaving my mind right now. But bigs there to play the center position for Anthony Davis. You got a bona fide scorer who can be 1A to Davis's 1B and Kyrie Irving. I think they're not even done because with that draft pick they got from the Lakers, they can move that somewhere else to make another trade to bring in another veteran or somebody to help this team out. I think Max Christie is underrated with what he's done with the Lakers. So right now, in the immediate future, I think the Mavs are set up to win right now, while the Lakers are more set up for the future. Pass that baton from LeBron
No,
to Luka.
no.
Got 10 years now with Luka
I,
Doncic.
I hate you got the green screen up because I sure want to see what you're drinking. You might be drinking some Law's whiskey tonight.
Damn, I'm drinking now.
Because you just said that they got immediately better, but then you want to mention the draft pick. That draft pick ain't going to help them this year. And let me tell you about
that's
Anthony.
why I said they can use it and trade it. They trade that draft pick, right?
Anthony Davis may break his hip taking a piss at the urinal tonight.
He might, but hell, look who's hurt right now. Doncic's not even playing right now.
Well,
And these are my Lakers we're talking about.
And AD ain't either with an abdominal strain.
AD, his last game with the Lakers, he had 40 points and 20 rebounds. So he doing something right. He balling out of control this year.
Watch this. Y'all write it down.
Write it down.
Y'all write it down. Just like it was good old Unc who told Chico about the trade, and Chico didn't want to believe it. Good old Unc finna tell Chico and y'all right now.
All right, let's hear it.
I bet you in the month of February, Luka have more points for the Lakers than AD have for the Mavericks. Because even though Luka ain't played since Christmas, here what you doing. Here what you doing wrong. Here what you doing wrong, Ocho. Here what you doing wrong. You talking about that the Mavericks know something about Luka that we don't know. Maybe Luka knows something about the Mavericks that you don't know, which is why he ain't played since Christmas.
Maybe so. Maybe it was Michael Finley taking a beer from him and saying you don't need to be drinking, but not understanding this Luka's culture. You know, he's like, man, they want to take a beer from me. I'll go to LA or I'll go somewhere else. But
thank you. That man will roll out the bed tomorrow and get you 35 points. That man, he is faking hurt to not play for them because he was done with them. Just like Jimmy Butler ain't playing for the Heat.
No, I don't think he's doing it. So you think he's pulling a Jimmy Butler in a quieter type way, in a more passive aggressive type way?
Now here's what I'm saying. Let me be clear what I'm saying. Luka haven't played since Christmas, and what I'm submitting to you is that on February the 2nd, I think this is, that there have been many of opportunity between Christmas Day and now that Luka could have played, and he chose not to.
Okay.
So I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with it.
We're talking about 28 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with
Luka. Well, we'll see if he come back and play immediately with the Lakers, and then maybe that'll prove you're right. But I still think the Mavericks did what was best for them. I never thought they would trade him. I think they did what was best for them. But I think you're discrediting the AD though. You're not giving no credit to AD.
But you're not giving credit to the Lakers and the team that's your so-called team. All I said was this is going to have a more immediate impact for the Lakers than it does for the Mavericks.
For the Lakers?
Yes.
No, I disagree.
That's fine. You can disagree. And watch when we get to about March Madness of college basketball, and you're gonna sit there just when I text you last night, told you about the trade, you were like, damn, you saw it.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I would love for personally.
I can't tell.
But they still need to make some moves though. Like you're talking about with the team the way it's constructed right now, immediately. No, they won't get too much more better right now. I won't say that. I'll say that.
Keep on driving down that road.
Maintain their 5th spot with Luka, but they would still need to make a trade for a bigger man. And the Mavs are going to move up from that 8th spot, and they're going to be immediately Western Conference contenders. I think right now to challenge OKC or Denver, whoever they play.
What you should do is just play our theme song, fade your screen to black, go to your closet, get all your Lakers stuff. Put it in the garbage and order you some Maverick stuff.
Why? Because I'm giving credit to what the Mavericks doing. Of course, I'm going to ride with the Lakers.
I can't tell you who you with. Who you with. I'll take you with the Mavericks.
Who you with?
I'll take you with the Mavericks.
Nah, y'all let us know in the chat right now who y'all think won this trade and tell us why. I think in the long run, yes, the Lakers will be.
So that's who won.
Well,
that's who won.
If I'm the Mavericks. And I'm going and I'm saying we have a 31-year-old Kyrie. We have a veteran team that can win right now if we make a move like bring in an AD. That's why y'all didn't see them put Luka on the market. Is because they knew the piece that they wanted and they needed. Jason Kidd, formerly
and I'm not saying nothing counter that. You let it get to the tip of your lips that you agree with me, and then you back off and you realize you agree with me. At the end of the day, whether you measure it in 30 days or 3 years, the Lakers won this trade.
Well, see, look what you just said. If you measure it in 30 days or
which is my first bet. So that's why I included it in the window. In the next 30 days, Luka's going to have more impact for them than AD is going to have for them. I'm saying that. But I'm also saying over the totality of the trade, the lifetime of these careers, Luka got more ball in him left than AD does.
Oh, yes, 100%.
AD will brush his teeth and break his arm.
Oh, man. Y'all dogging my dog. AD, I got love for you, AD.
I got love for him too.
I think you're going to go.
I know he's frail.
I think you're going to go.
Come on now, dog.
I think you're going to go to the Mavericks. And I think they're going to be immediately challenging OKC and Denver right now. More in a position to do that than I think the Lakers as they're constructed right now. Now, if they go and use that extra draft pick, that first round pick that they have, and trade another piece and bring in another piece like a Jimmy Butler or somebody, now we're talking championship for the Lakers. I think LeBron going to be able to play off Luka, kind of like what he did with Dwayne Wade. You know, Luka can be ball dominant. LeBron can be that dunker now, as you saw Aaron Gordon was with Denver and Jokic. That's what I think LeBron can be with Luka. So that's going to make them even more dynamic.
No further questions.
No further questions.
You just surmised my argument perfectly. Right there. So I had nothing to add to it. Thank you, Chico, for making my point. They're gonna be more dynamic. Your words, not mine.
The Mavs.
Your words.
Look. Let me see. Let's go to the chat right now. Kenlon Jones said the Mavs won because they get away from Luka's bad habits, which he paired with LeBron. Those habits are going to be instantly improved, I think. And it's pending super max contract. They can rebuild for a lot less money.
Time out to you and Kenlon Jones. Let me tell you what y'all be doing.
Talk to me.
Shout out to Kenlon Jones in the chat. We appreciate the commentary. Let me tell you what you and Chico are doing. Before this trade happened, y'all ain't had a damn thing to say about Luka bad habits. They get rid of that man and they leak out there his bad habits and blaming him for not being in shape. Now, they've been loving him all this time, but now all of a sudden he flawed. Y'all sound just like that chick who break up with that dude when he really broke up with her because he found something better. And now all of a sudden he ain't got no money in his thing, look.
So he broke up with her.
He broke up with her in private
on the low.
And here she go. He ain't got no money nowhere. Anything, look. It wasn't a little 2 weeks ago.
It was a little then.
Now that
Debbie Garcia said,
now that he's gone, he flawed. He was hurting the team. He got poor work ethic. Okay.
So you telling the truth. That's what Debbie Garcia said. Debbie Garcia, Waco, Texas.
Chico, I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. You came on here swinging me live on a Sunday night, asking me questions. I got a question for you. Because are you a Lakers fan?
Damn right. That's it.
Are you a Lakers fan?
That's since 1982.
Are you a Lakers fan?
Damn right. Ask me again. I've said it a million times.
As a Lakers fan, you try to tell me LeBron didn't know they were figure at
AD? Listen, here's the thing. They have the same agency, right? Isn't he with Clutch Sports? So I can't see that going down and LeBron not even getting a text message like what I got from you last night. There had to be a text message sent like, hey, Bron, deal done. The Eagle has landed. He's out of here or something. They sent LeBron to let him know. But, our guy, Kendrick Perkins, you see what he had to say, right? Big Perk from Beaumont.
No, I missed it. What did he say?
Right here on the ticker right here. He's signing off on LeBron James. I thought did I have the visual?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay. But he said that, he didn't know anything about it until after the trade happened.
Look, Chico, let me tell you something. Let me tell the chat something. Man, I love Big Dog Chico. Big Dog Chico messing with the wrong one. He messing with these. See, somebody else will let you get away with that. I asked you what you thought. I ain't asked what Perk thought. I said, do you think?
I told you what I thought. I told you. I said, which is he's with that agency, so I
No,
don't think there's any way.
What agency with? What you
I
think?
said there is no way that LeBron didn't get a text like what you text me earlier today and saying that, hey, this guy's out of here. The Eagle has landed. You know,
Some kind of code.
Yeah, they said some type of code to him. You know,
Mr. Glass is gone.
The hay is in the barn, something like that, to where he knew what time. Did you see the report? There was one reporter that was interviewing AD, and he was talking to him, and AD was looking at him, and he said, "Damn, you make that sound like I'm about to get traded."
Yeah, I saw that clip. Yeah.
So that could be a guy that could be close to one of the GMs, because they said it's been in talks for about a month now, but it's only been between those two guys. So it could have easily been.
I will say this, Chico. And this is in all seriousness. The only way to keep a secret is to keep a secret. Everybody got somebody they trust, and so when you tell one person something, they're undoubtedly going to tell the one person they trust, and that person is going to undoubtedly tell the one person they trust. And so the only way to keep a secret is a secret. As long as this stayed under wraps, because even when I got it and sent it to you, hell, it was practically still at that point. It was almost about to be public knowledge. It's one of those things that, as quiet as this has been the past 2 or 3 weeks, I'm willing to believe that he didn't know, and I'm willing to believe that other parties didn't know, because it would have got out by this point.
Yeah, meaning that more than just, if it was, just those two, between those two, then possibly it could be a secret. But once it gets leaked to either a reporter or a friend or somebody, then some type of way to get out there within that month that they said they've been talking. So maybe they kept it between them two, and then these last 24, 72 hours, it got leaked out. And
because even when you talk about the Clutch Sports relationship from a GM standpoint to GM, player personnel, you don't have to involve the agents until until the deal is done. Right. And so, like, you don't have to tell them what you're talking about or working on. And so whether it was Lakers ownership with Dallas ownership or GM to GM, you can have these conversations and almost have them without even using names. Hey, man, hypothetically speaking, what would you think if our big guy swap places with y'all big guy? What would we have to do to make that happen? Right. And, they just texting each other from the steam room or something with that. So, at the end of the day, man, blockbuster trade. The jury is going to be out. This is going to be discussed forever. Who won, who didn't. You look back at some of the trades in football. Like the Herschel Walker trade from Dallas with Minnesota that got Dallas all the picks. They ended up getting them the triplets. And so that's really what I'm interested in. I know you and I went back and forth about who won in the immediate sense and who's going to win in the long run. I think it's going to be some of those other moving parts that really define this. Because, for instance, right now, you don't know when the Lakers are going to finish. And so even though they gave up a first-round pick for next year, with so many one and done in basketball being so deep, that one player is going to be a hell of a player.
I don't think so. I think people put too much value into the draft these days, especially in basketball, where it's tough to get a second rounder that's going to actually contribute.
You see, you saying what you think, I'm saying what I think, but the answer in the middle, we don't know. That's my point. You don't know who that's going to be.
Right.
That's why you
take that gamble when you trade.
When the Patriots drafted Tom Brady, 112th or something? Like who knew?
Probably below that. 200.
Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
you don't know. And so you'll sit back, and same thing with Herschel Walker to the Vikings. They got the Cowboys the triplets. It's the ripple effect of those trades and what you're able to do after that to really like, damn. And so what I'm saying is this, Chico. It's bigger than AD and Luka. It's bigger than what they do, what Luka does, what AD does. It's the ripple impact that it has on who else joins these teams and what they do in these different spaces and places. And it's going to be a couple seasons before you know that.
Tell me this.
But I do know this now. This is for real, for real. This is for real, for real.
What's for real, for real? Go ahead.
Like I started off with, Dallas market compared to SoCal market, the winner is Luka.
The winner is Luka. They're saying he lost, out on a max contract, like $166 million. I say, hey, he moved to LA. He's going to gain that in endorsements easily, you know?
And not to mention who's going to be there when LeBron is gone, Luka.
He's going to be the man. They have the face of it. I think LeBron can play now with Luka there, another primary ball handler, and I think they're going to make some more moves. I think he can play now. His max, and I hate to even put a max on it, but I'll say at least at the max 5 more years he could play at a high level, at a high LeBron level. 5 more years. He'll be 45 years old, and I think it won't be a problem.
With Luka alone, 3 for sure. With Luka and another piece, I'm with you on the 5. But what I really think LeBron is doing, I really think LeBron wants to be in the NBA at the same time as both his sons. So I think he's going to stay there till Bryce comes out.
And that's what, at least 2 more years, right? He's going to college next year, then get drafted. Okay, at least 2 more years. So we shall see LeBron with Luka teaming up. Let me say this. Ask this question rather. If you're the GM, general manager for the Mavs or for the Lakers, you pick one, I'll pick the other. Let me know what your next move would be. Whichever one you want.
Man, I'm both of them. I'm just finna get drunk tonight. I ain't even thinking about the next move. like I'm just look. We finna kick it tonight, man. Get Luke on the plane. Get AD on the plane. Man, matter of fact, lay AD on the gurney, strap him down. I don't want him falling, bumping into nothing. You know, give me my package here.
Come on now,
you know you get that FedEx
Come
box
on, man.
and the corner toe off and look like, damn, man, he just threw my stuff around like, oh.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, I'll come get him. Don't send him.
I'll come get him. Don't nobody touch him.
Yeah.
Fragile box.
Don't nobody dap him up. Don't nobody shake it. Chef Funk said bubble wrap him.
Bubble wrap him. God damn.
Luka
and Laker has a ring to it. Definitely. We're going to get a ring too, man. We're going to get a ring too. Laker Nation, if you're in the chat, let us know right now. Get in the chat. Put an L or something in the chat for Lakers because we ride with this. I'm loving to have Luka as a Laker fan, and I think it's going to be I think even though we're in the 5th spot and they're projecting us to, fall now and the Mavs can go up, I still think that, like I said multiple times, with the extra player, one more player there, maybe a big, or maybe they have somebody on the roster that they're high on and not, hasn't been playing this year, then maybe we'll see how that work out. But I think that they can move up and also contend, with the right move. I'm not saying right now with the current roster. I'm saying if they make a move. So let's get to these super chats real quick from Mama Tia, who checked in for the $20 super chat. We appreciate that.
Y'all be sure, speaking of Duke the Scoops, y'all be sure to check us out on Monday. The morning run live.
Yes,
Chico, Duke the Scoop, Uncle Neely. We got our live show, the morning run, coming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So y'all make sure y'all check out that. And of course, on Tuesday nights, the 3 of us are back together again. Big Dog Chico producing in the background. But me and Duke Scoop will be talking about You Tell Me. And I know the You Tell Me is going to be full of this Luka and the Super Bowl. And, San Antonio made a big trade, man. Like they made a little noise, a little splash a second ago. And what's our man name? Jimmy Butler still got to find a home before Thursday. So
Jimmy Butler need to find a home. So you said San Antonio. We got to get into the San Antonio trade, but also Sacramento is finalizing a trade to send De'Aaron Fox, their guy who they picked back in the day when Lonzo Ball was available, in a multi-team trade to the Chicago Bulls. Zach LaVine would go to the Kings. Hey, Zach LaVine, he's going back to California. He's from the LA area, went to UCLA. I think he wanted to be a Laker, but at least he get to go to Sacramento.
stop it.
Like I said, I'm a Laker fan.
Stop it, dog.
You feel what I'm saying? So what do you think?
Stop it. Don't you dare to talk about somebody could have been in Los Angeles, but at least they went to Sacramento. Man, Sacramento got cows. Sacramento is farm country.
At least he in California, dog.
Okay, say that.
That's what I said.
Say that. Say that. Say at least he in California. Talk about he ain't go to LA. At least he in Sacramento. You can't come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Oh man. So wait, Fox went to San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox went to San Antonio, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. San Antonio was working on something.
So man, that tag team, now that duo with him and Wemby, the one where Chris Paul didn't work out, you know, but that's a different dynamic when you bring in De'Aaron Fox and you
Man,
put
see,
with
all this, let me
Wembanyama.
tell you this, man. There's some of the BS about the NBA I don't like. You remember years ago, Dr. David Stern made rest in peace when he blocked that trade with Paul joining the Lakers, and there's just no telling what history would have been like. You know, you got Chris Paul and Kobe together, blah 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 blah, and then all this kind of BS like this be happening. Like, come on, dog, come on, man. That was
I was one of
Sam
those
man.
guys
That was little Boosie right there, Sam man.
I was one of those guys that didn't want Chris Paul on the Lakers.
But
I didn't want it.
I ain't asking you, fan. I'm asking you, journalist. How can the commissioner block that?
Right, you're right though. I don't know. That baffled me back then when it happened. It was like they just hating on the Lakers anyway, because the Lakers gonna always find a way to get that generational talent. And now we got Luka in LA, who is going down in a major way. Hit me some sound, man. Hit me with some. Appreciate you. Oh, now we're gonna go for the culture before we talk to
Neela asked for something for the sound man. Sound man can't do it.
You gotta be nice to the sound man sometimes. You gotta say
they don't get a damn thing.
Hit him with the booster sound, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's all I asked for, man.
He on for it, dog. He on for it. All right, we got for the culture. For the culture. Checking in right now.
Oh, I like how you gave a little black break beat for Black History, but brought him in with Negro mechanics, little record
mechanic.
Let me hear that again. Let me hear that cut distraction, man.
With distraction.
He said for the culture.
Oh my God.
So let me ask this question. Do the Lakers? Does LeBron stay with the Lakers after the trade deadline? I mean, is he trying? Is he trying to get to a contender, or I don't know? Play with his boy up there in Golden State. Play with Steph.
I think he likes Luka. He loves what Luka could bring. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. And you can't forget he has his son right there with him. Yeah, I'm not leaving him. I'm not going nowhere. I got Bronny right here. Bronny getting all this playing time, major playing time. And they're trying to, make him out to be something. So, Chico, he ain't going nowhere, dog.
Let me help you out, Chico. Let me help you out.
What you want to help me
out? You don't see Chuck laughing because he knows some bullshit coming. You don't know Chuck like I know. Chuck wasn't in daddy to leave the kids at the house while he go to the club. So he wasn't thinking about leaving Bronny behind. Yeah. He know he'll leave the kids. They age 6 and 3. He talking about he'll be right back. And he go to the club at 3 in the morning. Talking about don't open the door for nobody.
Yeah.
So you damn right. Chuck will leave. He leave Bronny there.
Chuck was like, Bronny. Oh damn, you're right.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's my weekend.
Run it to Walmart right quick. Leave the baby in the back seat. Damn.
He done made plans. Somebody he gonna get out this weekend. Forgot this his weekend. Chuck, you got the kids this weekend. You can't go play Steph.
That's a baby, not a football.
You right on that, man. You got me on that.
But Chuck is serious business, man. I don't think LeBron gonna leave. I think he's gonna stay there, see this thing through for that contract, and then now, when it comes to being able to play with both sons or having both sons active in the NBA, I think all deals are back on the table then.
Yeah, I take a look at the trade. I think two things can be true. Yes, the Lakers did win the trade, but for the time being, the Lakers aren't going to be a contender this year. So Dallas now they have AD where he really wants to be. He wants to be at the 4. You got Kyrie. They are legit. Can hang with OKC now. And we all remember last year when Boston put Luka in all those pick and rolls. It just so.
And that's all I was saying, Unc.
You ain't saying like that. Unc. You ain't say educated. You said
I didn't say educated. I said
you said it like Selma Wise. Yeah.
That's all right. People understand Selma Wise, baby. We got
man. You ain't made sense since you broke that window of that church.
Come on now, dog.
There we go. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Hey, Chico. How we have a segment with a guest and he come on asking us shit? You supposed to call me back. You supposed to be asking you questions.
This guy here, man. Hey,
That man popped
we,
on the
we,
screen.
we are not responsible for the comments made by Uncle Neely on this show right here. I'm sure Professor Chuck Bishop would say the same thing. He is responsible for whatever comes out of his
Bishop,
mouth.
man, you know we love you, Chuck Bishop, Professor Chuck Bishop, Dr. Charles Bishop, on his official documents, co-host of Inside HB Sports Lab. He always joins us on Sundays to bring us for the culture that we had a little scratch to right there. Chuck, what's going on for the culture, baby?
Man, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's start here. I mean, some schedules came out this past week. You had FAMU, Jackson State, Southern all dropped their schedules over the past week. And for a lot of HBCU fans, circle October 25th. That's going to be a huge weekend in HBCU football. You have Jackson State playing Grambling. That game will be in Las Vegas. That's going to be a huge matchup, and then that game is going to count in the SWAC standings for both Jackson State and Grambling. Also, that same day, FAMU's homecoming. They will be hosting Southern. Southern coming to FAMU for their homecoming on October 25th. And you also have the Magic City Classic on October 25th. So Alabama A&M, Alabama State, always 60,000 there in Birmingham. World's largest cocktail party. You know, that I know that they say that with Florida and Georgia, but show up in Birmingham for that weekend. That is a big HBCU homecoming with Alabama A&M and Alabama State. So huge weekend.
So hold on a second. Jackson State and Grambling in Las Vegas, October 25th.
Big time.
FAMU and Southern Baton Rouge in Tallahassee, October 25th.
Huge.
And Alabama State, Alabama A&M in Birmingham, Magic City Class, October 25th.
October 25th. Kind of has that third Saturday in October feel to it. I think the
man, that's gonna be that's gonna be the blackest day in America, October 25th.
That's pretty black day. Pretty black.
Who has the best tailgates?
Ooh.
Let me tell you this. So individually, and it's gonna sound biased like Chico when he talk about the Lakers, but I'm being for real. Individually, when it doesn't matter who they're playing, who we're playing, Jackson State at the Vet has the best tailgate. Now, having said that, the best joint thing that takes place, Magic City Classic in Birmingham, man. It's Alabama State, Alabama A&M. If you have not been, you have got to witness black excellence like you've never seen before. Like it is unreal what they accomplished together.
You can also witness some gridlock like none other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stuck in the car with my brother coming into Birmingham. We called ourselves, instead of going by the UAB campus first, we gonna ride through the classic. Good
luck.
We was stuck in the car 3 hours, no drink, no food, no nothing.
I'm gonna say, y'all ain't get mad till the weed ran out. It was all good.
He ain't lying.
But what if you go there before you get any of that, and you're thinking like we just gonna ride through? Man, you talking about mad? We like, at least if we would have had some drink or some food or whatever else.
But I would encourage everybody, Chico. You know it firsthand. You're an Alabama native. That Magic City Classic is special, man.
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
That's next level. I mean, and you talk about the lead up to it, the galas going into it, and then the actual day itself.
Chuck, I gotta put you on the spot now. It wouldn't be for the culture. It wouldn't be Sunday Night Live with Uncle Chico if we didn't pull a punch. Just go ahead and hit between the eyes with one now. Coach Prime talked about these classics and how they take advantage. Pulled out of the one with Tennessee State up there in Memphis. Now Tennessee State is pulled out. This Grambling game in Las Vegas is a quote-unquote home game, but it's not being played in Jackson. It's a classic for Vegas. Is the paperwork in order, Chuck? Are we really going to win financially from playing in Vegas compared to if we played at home?
That's a great question, and the way I understand it, it will be treated like a home game for Jackson State, meaning Jackson State will get the lion's share or the lion's share of the gate. So I think that's one of the things. I think the Las Vegas Convention and Convention and Visitors Bureau is actually hosting. So I think everything is quote unquote on the up and up, if you will, in regards to that. But I think financially it's a huge windfall for Jackson State. It will be treated as a home game, and then for Grambling, their expenses will be taken care of. Just as though they were playing on the road somewhere, but their travel will be picked up. So it's a win-win for both schools when you take a look at it.
Yeah, they don't need but one Sprinter, a minivan, and a short bus. That's all they need to.
Yeah. Come on, dog.
Can't be that expensive.
Tell me this, man. Tell me this. I wasn't gonna do it for that work, but there it is.
I mean,
come on now, dog.
Tell me this.
The three of us in the chat could put up $5 each to take care of their expenses.
Hey.
Get some change.
So this game set. This is going to be the first Las Vegas HBCU Classic, right at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Any significance? What's the importance of them playing in Las Vegas? That far west. You usually don't see a lot of HBCU games played out that far west.
That's a great point, but I think what you're seeing is expanding the brands of both schools out west. A lot of alumni come from California, so you'll see that element. Jackson State just had a presence there in Los Angeles. They were Sonic Boom was in the Tournament of Roses parade. You had a huge turnout this past week. Honda Battle of the Bands in California. So I'm hoping to get a lot of that same synergy come over from California over to Las Vegas. So I think it's going to be very well attended. And when you take a look at it, Jackson State, of course, is a very, very much a travel fan base. They got a business decision to make this upcoming season because you got the game with Grambling in Las Vegas on October 25th. The week after, they go down to Tallahassee to take on FAMU, and that one could be for all the marbles in the SWAC East. So that's going to be kind of interesting, and that's going to tax the Jackson State fan base a little bit in terms.
I looked at that. I looked at that, Chuck, because I'm sitting here and I'm hoping that the God smiles favor again that Colorado. We get 2 bye weeks in the Big 12, and so that one of them will be Vegas or homecoming because they're essentially back to back with a bye week in between. So when I was looking at fan base fatigue and travel budget, so you got homecoming for Jack State October 11th off. Then you go to Vegas, and then you go to FAMU. So there's really only one home game in October in Jackson, Mississippi, and that being homecoming. So when you look at people traveling, homecoming, Vegas, FAMU are all back to back. And as my man Chuck used to say on the pregame show of Jack State, we got to be full throat going down to Tallahassee.
Gotta be full throat.
Yeah, that's who it's gonna come down to again.
Yeah, it could very well come down to that game again. In Tallahassee. So looking forward to October 25th in terms of being one of those huge games in HBCU football. Taking a look, we talked about Alabama A&M. They got a young man that was down at the Senior Bowl in Carson Vincent, who is shooting up the draft board, 6'6", 315 pounds. He held his own with a lot of the FBS caliber players down there. So good luck to Carson Vincent in terms of his draft potential. But, I mean, he went down there and afforded himself very well for representing the Alabama A&M Bulldogs.
And I see that T.C. Taylor will be coaching in the HBCU Invite Bowl down in New Orleans.
Yes, when you take a look at it, Legacy Bowl will be February 22nd. And like you mentioned, T.C. Taylor will be one of the coaches down there. But a good representation. What they do is they have Team Gaither and Team Robinson representing Jake Gaither, of course, from FAMU, and Eddie Robinson Grambling. But Team Gaither this game will be Chinnis Berry, who represented South Carolina State, of course, in the Celebration Bowl, and Alvin Parker, head coach of Virginia Union. And then Team Robinson will be, as we mentioned, T.C. Taylor, and new Alabama A&M coach Sam Shade. So what they try to do is have a Division I coach and a Division II coach, with Sam Shade coming from Miles, now at Alabama A&M. So I think Jackson's already taking a party bus down there, if I'm not mistaken. So Legacy Bowl is starting to grow in excitement and a little bit of fervor in terms of having an all-star game for our HBCU players. Speaking of which, Orange Blossom Classic this season. FAMU is back in the Orange Blossom Classic. They will be taking on Howard. So that's going to be huge in terms of having that brand exposure for FAMU back in this game that they are synonymous with. So looking forward to this matchup That was a Celebration Bowl matchup from 2 years ago when FAMU took on Howard. So now they will be actually kicking off the season down there in the Orange Blossom Classic. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, when you talk about black college football, man, and just the tentacles of it, one thing I liked about that JSU schedule as well, you got a Hampton coming into Jackson, and you got Tuskegee coming into Jackson. So kind of playing everybody across the board. Then, like you said, that Grambling game this year is a conference game. Chuck, since the last time you were on, of course, we talked about Terrell Buckley going to the Valley, and since then, Coach Prime has, put out a tweet, congratulating him, and to which T. Buck responded, you're the trailblazer, the blueprint, if you will. As the dust has begun to settle on that hire, what are you hearing out of Itabena, Mississippi?
A lot of excitement, and I think T. Buck came in and he did things the right way in terms of really firing up the fan base. As you well know, that Mississippi Valley fan base, they are a proud fan base. They kind of get picked on a little bit, but we kind of remember them from back in the 80s when Totten and Rice were going. Yeah. The Delta turned out for this team. The Delta loves Mississippi Valley State football, and it's great to have a guy that's going to come in. No excuses. That was the theme of what he came in with his press conference. So it'll be very interesting to see what he can do in terms of bringing in some talent in the Itabena. Of course, one of the smaller athletic budgets in HBCU football, but normally these guys, they play hard. They always play Jackson State extremely hard. But it'll be interesting to see what T-Buck can do in terms of trying to get some talent up there to Mississippi Valley State. And like you said, no excuses. Whatever the resources are, we're going to deal with it. We're going to work with it. We're going to put a good team out there.
My man, Chuck Mitchell. What you got, big dog Chico?
Man, hey, nothing much. I'm just looking forward to all these classes getting ready to come about. I know all the alumni is ready to go and tailgate. That'd be the most exciting part, I think. Or it used to be. Now the football has really stepped up now. But tell me this before we get up out of here before the culture. What's the most exciting thing? If no one has ever been to or attended an HBCU football game or an event, what's the most exciting part of that you must see when you come in and attend? Must see, must experience. Don't give me no hunch punch, Uncle Neely.
No, he trying to see should he be politically correct?
Right.
I'm trying to hedge my bets on this. Obviously, the homecoming aspect is definitely, you have to do that. But I would say there are certain games that you just have to put that on your bucket list. When you're talking about either going to a Bayou Classic, Magic City Classic, Jackson State Southern is a different animal because you're talking about two fan bases that mirror each other who don't like each other. So it always brings another element, whether you're talking about the football game, the bands go at each other's throats. So Jackson State Southern is a completely different animal that I had like a 23-year streak of never missing Jackson State and Southern. So that's a game that I always, I look at whatever date it is, I'm like, I got to be there. So.
I like that.
Movie right there, 23-year streak.
And before I get out of here, let me make sure I mention this. I was able to get a sneak peek of this documentary, and the documentary is on Roy Curry, who was 1962 Orange Blossom Classic MVP for Jackson State, and the documentary is called Always a Winner. It documents the life of Roy Curry, and it's very unique because Roy Curry would have preceded Shaq Harris in terms of being the first quarterback, black quarterback into the NFL. He was drafted in 1963, but as most teams did back then, they changed his position. But he was sort of the precursor to what we know as Michael Vick or Russell Wilson in terms of being a true dual threat quarterback. And you're talking about a quarterback who was throwing the football in the early 60s, back when it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. He was actually putting it out there and throwing it around. That's a great picture of him. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it was a tremendous documentary to sit up and watch that. And, I always say this in regards to Jackson State history. For whatever reason, a lot of people kind of stop around Walter Payton. But there is a history that predates Walter Payton. When you talk about 13 players drafted in the NFL in 1968, when you go back and this game, this Orange Blossom Classic game played in 1962, had 24 guys in it that eventually played in the NFL. So it's a fascinating documentary to go back and take a look at. But Roy Curry is a name that should never be lost in regards to the annals of Jackson State history.
Yeah, when you talk about that NFL impact, man, the Orange Blossom Classic games in its heyday were like watching Alabama and Georgia play as far as the number of people who were going to be in the NFL. And as we celebrate the second day of Black History Month, Roy Curry just didn't get the shot he deserved because of his color of skin. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, was a quarterback, but I think they moved him to receiver.
Yeah.
Of course, just didn't give him the opportunities even at that position. And then a few years later, Shaq Harris really did break down the barriers. And then that continued to swag all the way to Doug Williams, winning the Super Bowl. But there's so many lost stories in there, man. The Richardson brothers, Gloucester and
Willie.
And Willie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much lost history that don't get appreciated pre-Peyton. And even in the coaching, with the TB Ellis and Russell Wilson's grandfather, who coached at Jackson State and went on to become the president at Norfolk State, and now Vic is there now. So a lot of synergy stories, for the culture, man. If we had a sound man, he put that scratch right there, put that cut up right there.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, sound man, for getting back to work over there eating you a damn bologna sandwich.
Man, I love this, man. I love this.
So, coach, y'all, as always, be safe down there in Houston. And y'all be sure to stay tuned for more For the Culture coming from Chuck Bishop. Regular segment coming soon. But until then, you can find him Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Hey, where they always talking about the culture over there.
Always.
And they never out of weed, unlike Chico and his brother riding around the class.
Okay, Sean Peterson, appreciate you, Bishop. Appreciate you, Bishop.
Never out of weed.
Hey man, you disrespecting us, huh? We don't never run out. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about never out.
You ain't lying.
Now Groomsville Clothing once again. Take the Watts and leave the what? You sound like a. I will say this. I gotta quote Magic Johnson one time.
Do that.
And he had a comment on Luka Doncic joining the Lakers. He said Luka will definitely make the Lakers a championship contending team. He'll take the pressure off LeBron because of his scoring ability and playmaking, and will make every Laker better. LeBron James will be a positive influence on Luka, teaching him his championship mentality that includes taking his conditioning serious. That's what the champion, the GOAT, Magic Johnson had to say, which is basically what I said earlier. But go ahead, what you got?
Well, basically, what I want to understand is I get run out of town if I make a joke about AD being frail, but you get to sit here and imitate Magic Johnson.
That's my dog, man. Remember Magic Johnson had that talk
with a TH, even if it ain't got a TH in front of
it. Irvin Magic Johnson. I'm telling you, Charles, this is gonna be a great deal for the Lakers. But I
was talking to Tookie, and even Tookie said
her name is Cookie Magic. That's why I said Tookie. Her name Cookie Magic. Damn. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a great move for the Lakers once again as we circle back on that. Luka to the Lakers, great move. I think it was a almost like a desperation move. I think it was the NBA move also to try to get viewership back, being that it's down so much this year. I've seen so many people saying I haven't watched the NBA game this season, but now since Luka going with the Lakers, I'm going to be tuned in now. I think that's exactly what the NBA wanted.
Yeah, which is why when I was talking earlier about a commissioner not stepping in, a commissioner could block Chris Paul, because the league was riding high, but now it's like, no, man, that's good for business. Let that happen. We approve that.
Yeah.
Because never in the history of the league has two-time All NBA people swap places like for each other. Like it's like trading a quarter. It's like trading a quarter for 2 dimes and a nickel. Like it's the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm. But I just think they fit differently, and they're going to bring different things to both franchises respectively. So Eli Manning for Phillip Rivers was one of those big trades in sports. Randy Moss to the Patriots, Joe Montana to the Chiefs. Cowboys received those 5 players, 6 draft picks used to build their 90s dynasty, as you talked about earlier, for Herschel Walker. So we've seen some big trades in the NFL and the NBA. Seen Kareem to the Lakers. I think they tried to name the guy earlier on the sports show. I think it was Winters, but no, it's not the same weight as Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. Shaquille O'Neal to the Heat when he went there from the Lakers. The Lakers received Lamar Odom and Caron Butler and Brian Grant. Not the same thing, though. Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen to the Celtics. Not the same thing. So I think this is the biggest one of probably any sports franchise of this magnitude right here. With
it's literally never happened before.
Right.
And like when you look at that Cowboys when I just referenced and you also underscored there, it's still not even comparable because that came with so many picks and conditions that the Cowboys were just able to hold on to and make it work. But you were seemingly giving up the best thing in football, Herschel Walker, for the future. And it worked because you were able to get Troy, Michael, and Emmett out that deal. Shout out to Renee Reed. Appreciate that love because you're exactly right. If you are watching on Big Dog Chico, if you are watching on the Pregame Network, like and subscribe to each. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. That way, when we go live or do anything, you're going to get a and you'll know. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Chico, I think you give you the notification about 30 minutes before when it's scheduled.
Yeah, they'll give you a 30-minute notification. What does it sound like, Unc?
No, I ain't gonna do it again. You just you ain't tricking me, dog.
Wow. Just go ahead and hit it one time, dog. That's messed up, man.
Oh, man. I ain't finna be your style, man, dog.
Damn.
I'm waiting.
You got me. I was waiting. We're going to clip that one, dog.
You son of
now we got some entertainment news. We got some entertainment news before we get up out of here. Real quick, now to everybody checking in. Y'all make sure y'all put y'all city, state, country, and everything else in the chat right now. Let us know where you're checking in from and that you're rocking with us. Hit the subscribe bell or subscribe link button and hit the notification bell so y'all can make sure y'all follow us and get all the updates and things of that nature. Arlie, Michelle.
Let me say something to Salty Vet, all right? Okay. Entertainment company. Salty Vet, you saying what I said. You're talking about you guys. I'm with you.
AD is a shell of himself. This is throw down, man. AD just scored 40 points and 20 rebounds. What are y'all talking about?
That dude would comb his hair and twist his ankle. But go ahead, man. Arlie report. We got look.
I'm just justifying the trade for Luka. I don't think they could have gotten any other high caliber player like AD for Luka at this point in their careers. I think it's a perfect.
No, absolutely not, because all the other GMs are smart.
Damn, that's a shot at Rob Pelinka and my Lakers. Hold down. Let's go to the entertainment report.
What's up, y'all?
What's happening? What's shaking? Potato chips and bacon. How you doing?
Back there?
It's a braid. I got it. I got my Elsa braid. I got an Elsa braid.
You're gonna build a snowman.
Let it go. Let it go.
I thought she was saying let it snow. She saying let it go.
So wait, are you going to build a snowman? Is not the same thing?
Yes, it's in that same one. But let me just tell y'all, because I have a son. First of all, shout out to everybody out there. Happy Sunday night to all of y'all.
Oh no.
I had never watched the movie, so I didn't know all this. I just heard little children singing "Let It Go, Let It Go." No, they don't say "Let It Snow." Neither is "Let It Go." And then I finally watched it. It is rather depressing. The little girl couldn't touch other people because she would freeze them. I was like, this is depressing. What little child wants to watch this movie?
It is
depressing.
This is true.
So I did finally watch it. And I was really sitting there like, this is horrible.
You got to watch all these cartoons and modern day stuff that they have on here because it's crazy. Hell, I went to the little kids boxing, not kids, but the play place at the mall that they have for the kids. I forget the name of it, but they had one game where you press the thing and you get the tickets. Well, when you press it, the little character on there started doing the dance, gyrating like. I was like, look at this.
This not good.
I said, look at this.
And then you went and bought some more tickets.
Just so we can see more gyrate.
Yeah.
Hey, he looked around. He looked around. Said, "Let me get more tickets."
Right.
He said, "This is my type of game,
horrible.
Right
this is shameful."
I done boxing out all the kids. Can't play the game. Nobody else can play the game.
Right. It's under the guise of like children shouldn't see this. This is horrible.
Right.
More tickets.
Nobody else can see that. Harley Mae, what's going on in the entertainment world?
Y'all not watching the Grammys?
We got a lot.
Man, I'm bagging up Grammys. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Beyonce just won Best Country Album, people.
What?
This is about to be. Yeah. Have you listened to the album? Have either of you listened to it?
Not all of it. I've heard the songs that they play.
I finally decided to take a chance like some weeks ago because I was riding in the car from Atlanta to Louisiana to Mississippi to Atlanta, Louisiana. I was like, let me just take some time to listen to the album. And it's not country to me. I don't really listen to country music like that. Yes, it's country. It got a little rap in it. It has a lot of little stuff. But she just won because she was snubbed at the Country Music Awards. CMA snubbed her altogether. They didn't even put her in a nomination, and it was a whole mess. They didn't invite her. It was a mess. And so everybody was all up in arms. All the Beehive was all up in arms. Well, I guess the Grammys was like, hey, watch us. So they put her in the category. And I told some friends tonight that the band that I sing with, they were all like, Beyonce just won. And I said, well, the country music artists probably feel like we feel when they picked, Kid Rock to win, or Ice Ice Baby, or, Adele when she wins Best R&B. And we like, hold up, we do have some R&B singers. Wait a minute. So I think there's a young lady named Chapel Roan, who is, I think, the first transgender, if I'm correct. She just won Best New Artist.
Get it right.
And she gave them a speech for all of y'all big music executives out there who do not, support your artists. We were struggling. We're giving you the best that we got. And y'all give us nothing, no support, no medical care, no nothing. Get it together. So she's not gonna win again.
Why you put on Beyonce hips?
Because
I'm reading the article.
Beyonce
you had it on the headline, then went to her hips and stopped by 10 seconds.
Let me tell you, she got them girls out too.
Got them childburn hips. Baby pop right out.
She got this. She got the.
Hold on. She beat Post Malone. She can't beat my guy Post Malone now.
Post Malone.
Waves on Slim said Post Malone was robbed.
They were both up for. They were up for. They have a new category that I wasn't familiar with. SZA won it. She was the announcer for it, and she won it last year for best like a collaboration between a group and a solo and all that. And Beyonce and Post Malone were up for the Levi's, the song about the Levi's. Right, she performed it at the halftime when she did the pre Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
That one. But yeah, other than that, that's what's happening tonight. There's a lot going on with the Grammys, so y'all gonna hear a lot of that news tomorrow morning, I'm sure. But one of the stories I wanted to ask y'all's thoughts on, and we're gonna discuss rather. DJ Academics is a streamer who has lots and lots of followers, and I'm not sure if you all saw in the news, or if the viewers out there saw in the news where he, to a 15-year-old boy that playing, in your gaming, we in here gaming, he starts to ask the young man about if he would let this other gamer or streamer who is a man, F him. And then it goes, you have to hear the video, and it goes on, and the little boy, Jewish boy with his little curly hair, and he's like, no, man, I wouldn't do that. And he's trying to still play his little game, and they just keep at him and some other people in the chat, which is a note and a caution to all y'all who have parents, who have children out there gaming. It's some perverts out there with your children. Be very careful.
This was streaming though, right?
It was a streaming and gaming. They're doing the gaming, and I guess they stream the games that they're playing against each other.
So he knowing that it's live.
He knows it is live. And all his apology was like, y'all, my bad. This is a learning lesson for me. I shouldn't have done that. But I talked to my little cousin and he goes off, y'all didn't build me. Y'all didn't build my platform. These people ain't about to cancel me. So people are calling for the canceling of academics based on some of the inappropriate things. You can probably look it up. Big Dog Chico, look up.
DJ Academics is under fire after a live stream video caught audio of a social media personality making disturbing comments toward a minor.
What category you said the little boy was?
He is a little Jewish boy.
Little Jewish 15-year-old kid.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
We can't.
Hey, wrap this up, B. Wrap this up.
He done.
I listened to the audio and it was so. It
wasn't like he was trying to play. It wasn't like he was trying to play around or joke or it wasn't none of that. And he knew it was a 15-year-old kid.
You could see the little boy on the screen. It wasn't like it was blurred out. Like several of them were blurred out. They had like just the blocks of a color. But little boy we could see him.
No diddy bopping going on over here. I hate to say that, but yeah, DJ Academics, you know you messed up, right?
You know you didn't.
You messed up.
Boys in the hood, you know you didn't effed up, right?
You got a legal question. Phyllis Porter asked you a legal question, Arlie.
Okay.
Can charges be pressed?
I am not sure if they'll be able to be charges. I will have to look into the legality of that. I don't know if it's like state specific. I know when you're under the age of 16, there are statutory rules that apply. So perhaps that will come into play. But I don't know if when you go on these gaming sites, if you're alleging that you're something that like I'm old enough or I have allowed this, not that commentary, of course. But as of now, charges have not been brought. His parents, with it going viral and the comments going viral, his parents might now have wind of it, and they can probably press some kind of charges. Sadly, legally messing with a minor. That's not the legal term, but
I can say Ways and Swim made a good point because the majority of U.S. that age might be legal. Sad but true.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
You could get some kind of like contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Chico, you're making the comments go by too fast, man. You had it up there.
Which one?
It was Keisha and Love. Yeah. DJ
A need to be
in jail. 2 grown men talking to that young boy. This kid's mom died.
I didn't know that. I did not heard that part of the story about the little boy. And he kept trying to like push him off, like, no, I'm not. And then the next time he was like, I'm not gay, man. I don't want him to, he was like, if you could only have sex with him, it just got sideways fast. And then
he already been under fire though, because he was caught on video down in Miami putting his hands on a young lady and screaming in her face. Like one of those deals, like, they get into an argument outside of the club and the alcohol get him and he raging in front of their face, and then push her against the wall and stuff. So
I just never been a fan of his, man. To me, he's a pretender.
He is.
There you go. And so all that stuff starts to come out.
And the week before that, maybe like 2 weeks ago, he decided that he was going to tell everybody that Drake was buying women for LeBron James when he go to play games in Canada, and he cheating on his wife. Like he just went through this whole thing. And everybody was like, "Dude, first of all,
you said it, Chevon."
What she say? I can't see the comments.
HAN.
Oh,
and y'all can fill in that H for a lot of different things. Y'all know what the AN is.
Haterade,
hungry,
Hayden, all that. I want to tell y'all
more space.
He is talking about and what's funny, he has millions of followers on that whole platform. So
right. Let me tell you this, baby girl. Crack outsell asparagus every day, but it don't mean it's good for you.
You ain't lying. That's manual sound man right there.
Just if some got a following don't mean it's good for you.
Oh, yes, that's good. Oh, absolutely. You just said
I used to say it all the time. The candy store is always going to be filled. Going to have a line outside. The vegetable store the vegetable stand is not going to be, it's going to always go right up there and get some. No line.
I was laughing because I didn't know what he said. Crack. I had to think about it. I had to process cracking. I said, I thought you said you sell asparagus every day. And I was like, why is Neely selling asparagus?
No, asparagus make my pee stink, so I don't sell asparagus.
Lord have, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this thing on up like a Christmas present. Yes, indeed.
I did want to tell y'all, did y'all see your girl Megan Thee Stallion at the Paris Fashion Week?
Was she twerking there?
She wasn't twerking, but baby, let me tell you, she is in good shape, honey. That thing looks.
Pull it up, Chico. Pull it up.
What's her name? Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, Paris Fashion.
Paris Fashion Week. They had her. She had 3 different outfits on, and baby, one of them she looked like Jennifer Hudson in. I kept saying, "Is that Jennifer Hudson with a little bikini on and an overcoat? What is happening?" But it wasn't Jennifer Hudson. It was Megan Thee Stallion. Don't she look good, Chico? He ain't found her yet. You don't think so? It's debatable when people are either her fans or not. They're like, I like her.
I'm not hating on her. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
Neither
like that.
you Megan Thee Stallion fan.
Hold your horses.
Supposed to be for everybody, Chico, not just your personal.
Okay, my bad. I was just sitting there enjoying it for a second. You talking about this picture right here?
Neely, are you a Meg Thee Stallion fan?
I'm not a Meg Thee Stallion hater by no means. I don't. I hear her music when it's played. I don't go seek it out.
Man, you know, now when I was in, should I tell anybody, Neely, about when I was in Colorado and that was your ringtone? When
go ahead, make up a lie. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Go ahead.
Good.
You lie on me every damn day. What's one more?
Well, you reminded him about his throat issues when he was hoarse.
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about right there. Way to have my back right there, Artie. I appreciate you. Somebody up in here with me.
Look at the little fingers.
I ain't gonna lie, Artie. Those little fingers.
I got big on hands.
Put the gun up again. Do the gun. No. All right, one time. Do the gun one time.
Your gun gotta be put those little bitty. This man here crazy. Quick on his feet though. Quick on his feet.
I'm gonna fight him in real time.
They go do it, girl.
It will.
You was on Hall of Nights. You was one going.
I knew that was coming next. When he was blah, 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 he was like pew pew. He said,
"Don't shoot that damn gun no more.
Don't shoot that little shit no
more." David Nelson said them little nub fingers pretty. He said they pretty.
Look at golly. Those are not no Arsenio Halls right there.
Your hand is as big as my head.
You got a little old hand.
And they hit you in the face. You remember that? When y'all were little.
I mean, Chico and I were the ones doing it to people. It never got done to us.
You feel me? That is true. He ain't lying about that one right there.
We were the perpetrators of the bullying.
Perpetrators.
Hence why y'all picking in my gun. My gun was big. It will hurt you.
Little water gun. Pew pew.
No.
But anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that has been an entertainment report. We have more.
That was AJ Johnson's daddy, the one shooting that gun.
What?
Yeah,
it was. If you look at him, he does look like him too.
I gotta go look. That's so cool. Well, y'all look out for more things. I know Jenny Mai and Jeezy fighting. They divorced. They had the longest divorce ever.
Oh, Arlie Mae. Let me stop playing like you because your middle name is not Mae. Somebody gonna take it for you.
I am in Bay Springs, Mississippi. I'm from there, so it's possible Mae could have been my name.
Yeah, but it's Michelle, not Mae. So I was about to ask you because the next time that we're live on a Sunday will be Super Bowl Sunday. And the answer will already have been known. So let me ask you this, entertainment reporter, with a week to go, who do you think Kendrick Lamar is going to bring out as a guest feature or collab?
We already know this SZA's coming out. So that's one of them. I feel like, because I just feel like in the grand all come together, let's not be fighting, let's not be beefing. So I don't know if y'all saw recently, all them people from the not No Limit Soldiers. What's the Lord? Jesus.
Oh yeah, Cash Money got back together.
Cash Money Records. So Cash Money just had a big concert in New Orleans sometime, and everybody was all excited. You cried?
I did cry.
Cash Money Records coming out for the 99 and the 2000. When you want to put the bad thing, you can't make you. I love them so.
Oh, did you cry in the
No,
stands
bro,
or backstage? Where were you?
This man,
Tell us a story.
if y'all didn't watch the Hot Boys reunion, Lil Wayne, BG, Juvenile, Turk, you didn't watch everybody get mad together on the stage with Baby. It was a wonderful show, man. The Hot Boys reunion was if they take that on the road, you got to go.
Oh yeah, for sure. The first concert I went to in Birmingham was the Cash Money concert. There were UGK. I saw UGK live when they first dissed Master P. You know, when all that stuff went out, I was at the concert where they dissed them, and the Hot Boys came out. I think they did like half of a song, and Birmingham turned to Birmingham. And they tore that thing up. I never seen chairs flying, people running, ducking in my life until I seen that. And they ran off stage. That was the end of the concert. So I saw UGK and whoever else before that, but I didn't see the Hot Boys. That would be some nice to go see.
Speaking of Kendrick, David Nelson says Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Song of the Year on Grammys tonight. They not like us.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Drake gonna do some more soon. Drake about to sue some more. He about to figure out how to sue some more.
A Drake disc became a Grammy-winning song. Unbelievable.
So you saying SZA, and you saying some New Orleans acts like such as Hot Boys.
I think Juvie gonna come out there. I don't know how they're gonna incorporate it. I think they're gonna have Lil Wayne because it was such a big uproar about how he was not included in it coming to New Orleans. So I think they're gonna figure. I think they're it's too much creativity for them not to figure that out.
Chico, go one comment back. It was an Arlie comment. Y'all about it here. What did it say? Yeah.
Hot Boys from where? Oh, Jermaine King. Oh, now Jermaine King.
Jermaine King says Arlie talked about asparagus, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce. So y'all show us some love and hit that like button, and also tell them where they can hit the like button for you and your content.
I am Arlie, ARLE. Pew, 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 pew. I am Arlie Michelle. I'm Arlie Michelle, like the French Michelle in my Michelle, or Arleywood, because it's a great place to go. Welcome to Arleywood, baby.
Arleywood. If you tried to get in the club, them little guns, they would let you bring them in. They'd be like, "No, you good. Go ahead."
Come on up here with the little thing.
You can't hurt nobody with that.
I carry a 9mm
on somebody.
Don't play with me. A 26. Don't play. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You're in the building.
I don't play with it.
Stop putting them up. You look like the hamburger helper hand, like the little glove to be helping people in the kitchen. It look like 4 fingers just up to helping people in the kitchen.
Little David. She said that one ain't small.
Right. See that one, huh?
Oh man. But thank you for coming out.
Thank y'all for having me. Everybody have an amazing, safe week. And put my hands up, put my hands down. Neely, you can't help your hands all big.
All right, we're gonna leave on that note.
I'm trying to make them little. This how you I'm like, did they get amputated? What happened? Did she lose her? Did she lose her fingers in frostbite? Like what?
I'm 5'3". What would I be doing with hands this big?
Are you only 5'3"? Why did I think you was way taller than that? 5'3", you a little old, as they say back in the day. You're a little old something.
And she lied about 5'3".
And she lied about 5'3".
I am not. I am 5'3". My driver's license says 5'3", people.
You tell them what to put. They don't actually measure.
They measured me.
That is true. You tell them. Come on now. You know that. You tell them.
I'll
be tempted to say I was. Yeah.
Okay, 5'3" with the 6'8" hand. Whatever you want to believe.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you and good night. We'll see you next week. All right. Unbelievable. Once again. We appreciate the entertainment news.
We had the Arleywood Entertainment Report. We had For the Culture. We talked about Luca and man, we got the super chats from Mama T and Reverend BJ Nelson. What a great Sunday night, man.
Awesome. We appreciate everybody joining in wherever you tuned in from. Make sure y'all get on that playlist and watch all the past shows from Uncle Chico and the new show coming up in the morning. We're live early in the morning. Well, might not be early for you if you're on the West Coast, but it might be later morning for you if you're on the East Coast.
Yeah, so let me tell y'all real quick. It's a morning show for Los Angeles. It's a lunch show for Atlanta. So it's the morning run because it's our first show of the day. But don't be in Atlanta mad because it's lunchtime. It's breakfast in LA.
Hey, what they talking about in the morning, shouty? And then 12 o'clock. Yeah, shouty. Hey, time differences. All right, we appreciate that. Goonsville Clothing checking in. Regina, Chef Unc, Arlie said they're gonna keep talking about my hands.
Yeah, we are. As long as you keep putting them up, we're gonna keep talking.
You keep putting them up there. We're gonna talk about them.
Them little things.
I would say so, but I'm not gonna say anything other than we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. Until the next time, we're gonna be up and about this thing. Uncle Chico live. UBSU. We out of here. Peace and love.
Drop the big head sound. They know what time it is.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Got my Arlie hand knocking.
Sunday Night Live.
Hold on. You got the Arlie hand up.
Live and direct.
It's another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night.
Black Power.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog Chico.
My brother.
Appreciate that. Always. Come out the wrong.
It's another one.
What?
It's another one, baby.
Already.
It's another one.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog. With Unc and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
Another Sunday night live. Unc and Big Dog Chico.